Hello and welcome. It is time for some Genshin Impact. So that should be a fun time. Let's go ahead and get everything set up here so that way I can view all the chats as they come in. Across all the platforms. Oh, okay, apparently we were watching something else.
Mandarins are beautiful creatures. They are the pride of Fontaine.
Even though Kick never
Be sure to
works
befriend
properly,
them
but it's
and cause
fine.
them no harm.
Hold up.
That cat can talk.
I wonder if Bennett's better for that. I have questions. I don't want answers. All right, so let's see. What are we at? We have 65 resin. That's enough to do 2. So let's come up here. We're going to take on Valen Stormfront. Yeah, my foot is cramping. That's not fun. No. Come back to this phone. Ooh, we are lagging. That's not what you're supposed to do. Why are we lagging? Okay. We'll let you do your thing. Just watch and see if we actually like drop out completely. You know what? We'll try it. We'll see what the team that Sai uses, see how it does for me.
Strike a pose.
Get these guys coming out for us.
Adventure time.
Adventure time. Come grab your friends. All right, come on in, buddy. We need to hit you. I need to swirl you.
Let's light it up.
Okay, so that took that out quickly.
One with nature.
Oh, that's not ideal. Okay, well, it worked. It's fine. Hey there, Galaxy Pika. How you doing? We will, well, best we've got for Hydrate at the moment is a shake. Come here, Ice. Sit. You've been given a treat. How you doing today, Pika? Look at that hyper focus, ready, waiting. Let's have that sit there. New timeout links, great. We can time out people for a day. Let's grab this here real quick. We will touch the blossom. Good boy. Wait, ad break ends in 1.5 minutes? That's a crazy ad. What are you talking about, Twitch? That is not okay. Well, there's really nothing I can do about that, sadly. It's annoying. There you go, Iz. You got a treat. Yeah. Good boy. Oh, let's go take on Andreas. Not the giant, the wolf. Are you a wolf? You a happy boy? Where am I going? This way.
Time to go.
Doing good. Doing events, just getting wrecked by artifacts as usual. I mean, that's par for the course. If you weren't, I'd be concerned. Such a good boy. Gotta get that Monday grind in. Though I don't have much of resin at the moment, but I can change that hopefully.
Time to go.
Use my fragile resin for the day, you know. Slowly working on getting Charlotte built up for the next Abyss to use with... Oh, hello. Use with this team.
Never again.
That was... I did get some good one side. Nice. Oh, thank you. Everyone wanted to see your butt is. I actually don't know why I need a farm right now. Short of bosses. So I'm saving it for Raiden, but I think I already have a pretty good set for her. I'll have to check.
Off we go. Everybody stand back.
The wind knows me.
Yoo-hoo! Let the world come alive.
Silence!
I have taken love from Neuvillette. You go full circle on Genshin circle? Yes. Damn. Ow, what? What hurt me there?
Adventure time.
Okay, so my plan, and I don't know how well it's gonna go. I'm pregnant. I fully anticipate them gonna spend some money. Is save up for Raiden and try to get her C2, and I don't have her at all right now. C2 with her weapon. We'll see how that goes.
Off we go.
I had a rather interesting event happen with Andreas last week. He did 3 sprints across the arena, which I've never seen him do before.
Light it up. Teamwork is... Shower me with this.
Settle down. Justice is blindsided.
Okay, that was cool.
Be sanctified.
C0R1? Man, that's still great. I don't have her at all, so we're working on that one. Like, I know if I can get her C2, that will be an absolute monster of a unit. Mostly users are battery. I figure she'd be a great electro applicator for like a Frina, Neuvillette,
I cannot help but be
Kazu,
stirred.
maybe, or no. Frina, Neuvillette, Raiden, Charlotte team. Buy our resin. We'll probably use that as well.
If you ever have any...
Oh no, an item expired. Whatever. Oh, hey, we have 2 of these? Well, we need to use one. Very fun with Sniper Nahida. How does that work? Can't believe it. I didn't use my transient resin last week. Whoops. Loud.
Add astro...
Get all this going. I'm just waiting for the battle pass and the Spiral Abyss reset again. Get all the free primos. Raiden E, then E with Nahida. Can feel like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Because it's also going to hit them with Electro at the same time, isn't it? Alright, let's go take on Apep here. Okay, so I'll need to do all that. Noted. Rude. The carpet is not going to move, sir. Like, thank you for scratching my carpet. It's not going to move. At all. You know, this seems probably good for this. Let's do it. They're really around 26k with just that? Jeez. I'm over here happy with like my 10k on Neuvillette. Hey there, Minnie. How's it going?
Silence.
Into the wind.
Strike a pose! Let mine aim.
Oh no, I definitely need to run. We all do. I'm really hoping that I'll have enough to get what I want with her. But if I don't, then I don't. You know, not that big of a deal.
Everybody stand back!
One with nature.
Settle down.
There we go. You know, just casual 17,000 with Neuvillette. I'll take that.
Into the wind.
Let's light it up!
Alright, and now move on to phase 2. I really don't like Apep at all.
One with nature.
Showering you with praise.
Still alive. Think you've been Frankenstein or... Ooh, well that doesn't sound good. I'm glad you're still alive. I don't want you to go away. That was the...
Bow your head.
Oh, yeah.
Going in.
Into the wind.
Yoo-hoo. Time to shine.
See, I always get Caesar. I mean, that's been my goal so far. I've gotten... I didn't pull for Venti, though. So I did let myself down a little bit there.
Nature. Into the wind.
Everybody stand back. Let my name echo in song.
But my goal is the C2. That way I get that, 50... Or was it 60%? Defense cut up that she does on enemies. Just absolutely slaughters. Okay, nice. Like, I have C1 Nihita. I need to get her to C2. We're working on it slowly. So next time Nihita comes out, I need to also pull for her.
Teamwork is true.
Clouds high. The birds come.
Let the world collide.
The tides beckon. Silence.
And Apep is dead. So like Nuvalet is just kind of like, he's the Blastoise of the whole game. Of course, that'd be a fun cosplay. Super intricate stop motion. That would be kind of neat to do. Alright, so we're down to 37. That's not good. Let's see. Items forged, don't really need to grab those. What I do need, however, is to do all my commissions. I have not done those. So let's go to Inazuma. It seems like Inazuma was selected as my... let's not get to you. So I think I estimated out that I need like 170,000 primos to guarantee C2 right in with her weapon.
For you.
Something insane, because essentially you need, was it 1080 pulls to guarantee it. Absolutely ridiculous. But so far, like, initially I wasn't gonna get Farina, and now I'm very glad I did, because she has been excellent.
One with nature. So, time to go.
Though I also wasn't going to get Nuvalet either, and I grabbed him just like
Everybody stand back.
on accident. I was pulling for Fischl and got Nuvalet.
Bow your head. It's over.
Okay, I guess we're just gonna get dragged along. The only one I've created was this bit, which is modernized Disney Princess. Punk Princess as it is. I've seen a couple of similar things where people have done Punk Princesses, and they usually turn out pretty well. Oh, well, close enough. Man, this thing's taking a sweet time, isn't it? Oh, you're still alive? We need to change that. So Raiden's at most 450 pulls. No, because it's 180 pulls for guarantee, right? Or is it 180 pulls or 160? I thought it was 90 to guarantee a 5-star. Because I figure, you know, if you were to fail and max out, you're at 540 for C2 because you need three guarantees. And then for the weapon, I thought it was guaranteed to get the weapon on the third pull. Or a third 5-star, you know. Or third banner weapon, however it is. I haven't pulled on the banner weapon much. I don't know much about that. I'm hoping we'll be able to do another Pokemon run soon. I go by soft pity since the cashback will get you around the 80 mark. Well, yeah, I mean, you rarely get to that point, but you know, I like to plan for it just in case. I math for worst case scenario.
Teamwork is dream.
One with nature.
Strike a pose.
I mean, ideally it would be, you know, I get it within, you know, $100. Where's the other? Oh crap! I just tried to kill the wrong tower.
Let's light it up.
Silence!
Talk to Neko. Neko the cat. The saucy shrine. Oh, it's only 240. Okay. I did not know for weapon. I thought it was like, I thought it was essentially the same where you had the 50-50 thing going, then it was 3 times. Oh, my car's ready. So my plan is to spend about $100. Hopefully I don't have to. Your skills of carrying on multiple conversations is impressive. I've been keeping different conversations for you to see if you'll get confused. No, I always keep up with multiple conversations. This is part of the life, man. I don't know, though. I have no idea what I'm doing for Nico. I don't care about the cat. Because, like, with the shop here, I still have all of the crystal top-ups ready. So, I have 1 5-star on that $100. So, we'll see how it goes. So, Minnie, if you were to do a Punk Princess, which one would you do? That's the real question. Oh, good. I have plenty of fish. And also, like, right now I'm at... Here, let me do this. 5 months bargains. Come over here. I have 44 ready. And then, of course, I've got 72 here. So that's another 14. So that's 58. Hold up. 58. Then I've got 5 more that'll be coming there. So that's 63. Yeah, that's where it gets difficult. Like, I have to... So 63, and then it's what, 90 Primus a day. How many Primus do you get a day with the Blessing of Welcome Moon? You get 90 a day there. Hold on. Commissions. So it's 40, 60. So 60, 150. We'll say I've got 30 days, so that gives me 4,500 divided by 160. Ugh, okay, plus 58. We'll see how things go. Hey, Ham, how's it going? Yeah, he is passed out. Max pity on weapon, 80 pity. You can get wrong 5-star weapon twice before getting 5-star. Okay, so 2-4. That's not too bad. Did one. I was Punk Tiana. Ooh. Which is in reality, it's just Belle of New Orleans. Just Tiana turned into a beast too. Did she? I have not actually seen her movie, believe it or not. I mean, that probably isn't too surprising. I feel like most guys don't watch as many Disney movies. Also, weapon banner is hella reward percent. Yeah, like the only weapon that I've gotten is Nahita's weapon. That's because Dave was gracious enough to make sure I got it. Otherwise, that would not have happened. Pure gamble. But I'm hoping to be able to get through the whole thing with only spending $100. We'll see how it goes. Like, that is the one thing I'm willing to spend some money on, I think. And the worst part is the person being paired with her is the other character I really want. And it's not going to happen. It's Yoimiya. I've not been able to get her the whole time that she's come up. Because she's always paired with someone else I need.
Thank you for completing today's commission.
Well, no swapping.
Time to go.
I say not bad. I'm trying.
Time to go.
So the only time that I actually pay for anything right now is if someone donates for me to do so. And I use the money from the donations. Otherwise, I don't do it. Oh, God, this one. I need to do this one. Is there a quicker way to get up here? Maybe up here? Worth a try? I mean, I try not to spend a whole lot of money on video games, you know, if I don't have to. And whenever I do math for, you know, like, hey, how much is something going to cost, it's always based off of worst case scenarios. I mean, obviously, I'm thinking C2 Raiden should be priority over weapon. What do y'all think? Me? Okay.
Get out of here! Everybody stand back!
The wind knows me.
Settle down.
Should replace my
I don't know where they came from or what they were here for, but they're dead. Alright, how the hell do I get up here? Also, weapon, there's a 37.5% chance of getting the weapon you want. However, if you get the wrong featured 5-star weapon, round 1, there's still a same percent chance on round 2, but if you get an off-banner weapon round 1, it's now 50%. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking Constellations as well. Princess and the Frog in the OG story, I think the girl kisses the frog and gets a prince. Disney just turned her into a frog and made the amphibian fall in love. Okay. I mean, hey, I'm on board for that. Have you ever kissed a frog? They're kind of cute. Cinnabar Cliff. Oh, God. Well, that worked out. All right. So the whole reason I put off doing this quest for almost a year is because I hadn't wanted to climb up here. It's just terrible. Whoops. All right. I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to pick those. Claims to be Tengu Chao. Have you done the sacrifice quest in this area? I don't think so. Oh, very fascinating. He's still looking at the egg, huh? Hey, Mr. Guwa Hero. Sorry, what? Ah, yes, it's me, Tengu Chao, 320th generation successor to the Guwa clan. Yeah, so that's you two. We did find him, yes. I have no idea what this was about. I lived around a lake and they had tiny 2 to 3 inch frogs. Ooh. Oh no, I used to, the largest frog I've ever caught was about, honestly, about the size of my head. It was a giant bullfrog. It was awesome. It's amazing how strong they are. They also make a terrible noise. There's like the whole time. Wonderful. They get very angry when you grab them. That killed my throat. No, don't make that noise. Ow. You have a point. I have no idea what's going on here because I don't care about Tengu Chao. The better the goods, the more explosive the barrels. Oh, do I have to play a game? Please, God, no. My martial prowess would have prevented him from being manipulated by those treasure hoarders. Your what now? Your martial prowess. So a bullfrog will totally eat your whole finger. Just take the whole thing in and just like try to gum you to death. Jack of no trades. Thank God. I'm stealing his Chin Sins now. All right, that's one less on here. Everyone can be happy now. We can do this. I'm too brave? No. I enjoy reptiles. My best friend growing up had a Savannah monitor, and it got to be like 2.5, 3 feet long. Very big dude. And I was helping him with the tank one day. Well, I helped him clean it out, and I wasn't paying attention. And all of a sudden, this little jerk just comes up and bites my damn foot. Fortunately, I had a shoe on, but it's still very strong. Yeah, you know, a 3-foot lizard biting your foot. Not a great thing.
Get out of here! Out of the way!
Oop.
Into the wind.
Do we have to fight them now? The scorpions are huge. Should we really get any closer to them? Probably. I shot them with my bow, but they didn't even flinch. Well, yeah. It's because I'm a goat. Shut up, Karima. Karima! Oh yeah, that's right. I have like C1 Dia now. It's terrible. I don't like that. Just skip. So let's see. You said 240 plus 540. So 240 plus 540 times 160. Only 124,800 needed. No, that's no big deal, right? Don't worry. Claim Dia for true AFK killing. Ugh, I have no desire to use her. What is Pale Fire? What is this? Navigate to this. What? I have no idea where I'm going for that. So we're not doing that, I guess. There, what are we doing? Report back to Arpacati. God, I want nothing to do with the R&R quests. But I need primos, so this is what we're doing. We're not reading R&R dialogue ever again. Remember the big lizard days. Always in the house. No. I'm curious, how big of a lizard are we talking? Like an iguana? Or like just a giant anole? Not allowed to pick mushrooms. Oh. I hate their dialogue. When I first started this mission, I was reading it. My brain was hurting. Hey there, Unit. How's it going, man? What is with these ads on Twitch? Minute and a half ads. Watch you run. It's like crazy good. Oh, thank ya. Hopefully we can, I was thinking about redoing it and actually getting a better recording because that was Iguana. Nice. I was thinking about re-recording it because that was pulled from the stream and not recorded locally. But I don't know if people would actually like that if it was better quality. We'll have to see. I mean, the team comps really help. And then the information you gave, like, just, hey, stand there for 3 seconds, that's all you need. Made that room trivial. So my aunt growing up had an iguana, and that thing was an absolute jerk. So, you know, they have those 3-foot tails, and that thing would whip me with it, because it was a jerk. The details? Like the automotive detail? We have a video coming out in the morning, actually. It's about putting in a heated toilet seat. Because that's a wonderful thing to have. Our favorite dialogue, especially when you have to track them down and do... Oh, I have so many side quests, though. Like, the last thing I want to do is deal with these things. I hate the R&R so much. How did that happen? I was never being a jerk to Big Lizard. I just want to pet him and hold him and cuddle him. He deserves the cuddles. I am very warm. I will give him my warmth. I could be a little bit quicker if I actually close the Izzy cam completely, because I can't do the Alt 1, 2, 3, 4 to actually immediately go into their ultimates. Maybe I should do that for next time I do the Abyss. I'm pretty happy with how quickly I've been able to get to 36 stars, because that is, but like 36 stars was just a what's the word, a pipe dream for quite a while there. That's right. We must cherish our family. I don't know what's going on with this cutscene. Believe that I can watch a run from another perspective. Believe that I can watch a run from another perspective. I mean, I would like to, I think I will start doing, like, recording all of them. Hey, Sai. New value to 36 star is simples. Next one will be interesting. I'm curious what they're going to do for it. I still need to get my Charlotte up to, you know, probably Geo? Gross. Ew. Well, I've got Zhongli, so... Worst case scenario, we bust out Sir Osmanthus himself. Play this game a lot. It's kind of crazy what you do. I'm glad you think so. So there's always room for improvement. Oh, are we actually doing the festival now? Master Chef Farinara, thank God! Sai, you should be proud. We have knocked out a couple of quests now. It didn't take too long to actually edit that whole clip back together. I mean, Geo Wolflord? I wouldn't be surprised by that, sadly.
Follow the wind.
Be exact. On your last run, you dodged the final boss. The dancer is better than you. Really? I thought it was just more or less face tanking them. Like, they're just... Well, I guess with the way that I play for most of that team, like, it's pretty used to running around a lot to try not to get hit. Head and look for... Oh god, I have to find this little jerk. Okay. Should be somewhere around here, I think.
Time to go.
Look for the objective in this. Is he up there? Is he somewhere over here? Ah, he's probably inside of here. This seems like a place he would be. He is not in here. Crap. He's probably up there. Dodge and dodge, that's true. Like, that's one thing I really enjoy about this game is the dodging actually feels good.
Let's go get ourselves some answers.
Oh, I messed that up, didn't I? Whoopsie! I wasn't paying attention. Oh, well, that worked.
A chest full of valuables.
All right, so where is
Trove
this?
of potential
Oh,
clues.
he's gonna be up there. There's no way he's not. If this game can make you have to climb it, you're going to climb. Does that have to do with knowing how the boss behaves? No, like, I mean, it does a little bit because there's some attacks. Like the best one I could really think of would be the Magu Kenki. Like, knowing how to dodge him is purely knowing how he works. It does make for pretty fun dodging with Elden Ring. Okay, so it's saying I need to go down.
Time to go.
Do I actually have to go down, or is he just... God. There he is. No! No. I'm out of stamina. Realization. Right as I go to jump off the edge. I like how he's right at the very edge. Jerk. No, what are we doing? Which one's the Rift Town? Let's do this. What am I doing? I'm so confused with what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. Hold up. There were 3. Oh, that's the wrong one. Dang it.
A fateful offering.
Never done this. Maybe? I'm just trying to clear out some quests. Oh, there he is. I'm just trying to clear out some quests. Flying Dark Dogs, Inflict Bleed. Oh, okay, that's the Rift Town. Okay. Yeah, I guess he is pattern-based. I'm just trying to make the quest log slightly smaller for everyone. To give people less anxiety. This way you just have to bust out Kokomi. Just overheal. Problem solved. Paimon, why are you talking? Stop doing that. Don't scare the Aranara. I just need to get like 100,000 primos. That's all. Because we're going for C2 Raiden with her weapon. So we're going to need a lot of primos and or money. Fortunately, we're going to have, another Spiral Abyss in there. Maybe 2 Spiral Abysses before we get Raiden. So that's an easy, 1,000 there. We're going to have another Battle Pass, which I should be able to max out. So that'll be a few wishes. Good luck. I'm going to get her. That's not the question. The question is, can I get her C2 with her weapon? For $100 or less. Because my budget is currently 100. It might go up to 150 by that time. Leave it to us. What are we doing? Yeah, yeah, like, I really want Yoimiya. I'm never going to get her. What am I doing? Let's go with, yeah, we're doing a thing. I don't know what we're doing. I want nothing to do with them. So you're saying I should be doing that instead of the R&R quest? How many primos do you think are in the exploration there? So literally to guarantee C2R1, it's 124,800 primos. So in other gacha games I played, when they go end of life, they essentially do that. About 80 wishes? Woo! Well, that'll help. But I also don't want this game to go end of life. I'm curious what they're going to do once the story's done. Around 300 wishes? Oh, no, I want her weapon. And the reason I want her weapon... So I look at it this way. It's 180 wishes to guarantee a character, right? So 540 wishes for guaranteed C2. And then another 240, according to Galaxy Pika, for the weapon. Oh yeah, if I'm lucky, yes. YouTube. And if Christmas you're going to be really bored, well, good news. This account has plenty to explore if you wish. And speaking of, trying to find a box. I have not found a box of good size for the PS2 yet, so we're getting there. I have one box that is literally the size of the PS2, which is great, except then I can't put any padding around it, and that's not safe. And once I have a box that I can actually properly wrap, we truly are. Once I have a box I can actually pack properly and wrap, I can get a proper quote for shipment for you. Move forward without being noticed. By what? What could notice me? Like, I'm hoping that I will get lucky, but there's never a guarantee there, you know? Can I just kill them all? They just kicked in. I forgot why I locked my phone to the mission quote. It's one of them, you know. Ooh, I'll take that. Thank you. We don't need Yelan on the team right now. We'll put Cookie in.
What they do this time?
This way I can heal. Oh. Whoopsie. I should pay it Thursday, but can pull. I mean, there will be no rush, obviously, man. I really don't want to be doing this quest.
Stand with me.
Risley also benefits a lot from freedom because of his infatuation with the sea dragon. Where am I going? Is Risley Rossley? I imagine so. Yes. More things I could be doing. Novelette. Then do 4.0 if you have time. They're not very combat based, but they never truly are. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I assume I will learn that through story mode. I'll clean up the bad seeds. Grizzly takes his own HP. He does. I mean, I really... Oh, clear the spores. How do I... Oh, F. The only thing that I don't like about Rossley is that he is purely single target. So it makes him not the best for, like, Spiral Abyss. Speaking of sets, how are you looking on sets for Raiden? Do you know? Emblem. Okay, I thought... Yeah, I think someone said that I had a pretty good set of emblem ready for her. Emblem of Pain? They're right. I would assume Electro? That's being primarily utilizing here for off-field Electro application. Ren must have a ton of energy recharge, like 260 to 270. Woo. It's always Candace. That's fine. Because wouldn't Nouvelette be the on-field DPS? Yeah, Rio or Nouvelette in that case. Probably? I was thinking Furina, Nouvelette, Raiden, Charlotte? Find the branch. I don't know what I'm looking for. I mean, Fischl does that job if you want Raiden on the other team. I also need to get my C6 Fischl eventually. Yeah, Fischl head to the Abyss for your team. I still need to build her up. We'll get there.
Bond is strong.
What am I looking for? Oh. Gotta go down. Go down, down, down. Well, we need... Since we're here, we need our Dendro Goddess. Want to see my Raiden as a primer? Sure.
There are still so many places.
I would think weapon more so, and then crown second.
Hey,
So go down right here. It's not, and it's gonna be the last thing I pull for, but you know. Okay, that's my UID 731. All right. So let me pull up Inca. Oh boy. Is Skyward Spine her weapon? What am I doing? Oh god, what am I doing? I was not paying attention. It doesn't have her weapon. Okay. So he's attack goblet. If you have a weapon, you would need an electro bonus. I mean, we'll see. Because you know what I really don't want to do? I don't want to have to get the catch. That way? I think so. Engulfing lightning? Okay. I mean, that name checks out. It seems appropriate for her. Think right there? Maybe?
Follow the wind.
Hey, that did it. Sweet.
A fateful offering.
The catch is OP though for jungling. True. But we'd have to somehow convince Sai to do all the fishing for me because, oh dear God. I actually don't mind the fishing that much. It's the finding the fishing, I think, is really what the issue is for me. Why do I have 7 techs? Ooh. It is. Oh, that's neat. Or wait. Fishing stream. Bulk it. From who? From you? Thank you to whomever. Well, I appreciate it, Sai. Because 10 days left. I usually wait till like 1 day left. I just make sure never to run out. So I was thinking, when writing comes, 6 months. 1800, right there.
Taking a stroll in the middle of a downpour certainly rouses the spirit.
Look at us, Sai. We've lost a couple. All right, let me navigate to this. Yes, we did. The story quest or the 4.0 quest?
Clear weather all
5-star
around
hangouts.
brightens the
Oh yeah, I need to do those too, don't I? Advanced C2 paired with Farina is beyond broken? Well, that's the plan. Is that what all of these are? You've been unlocking them all. Hold up. These hangouts. Wow, insufficient keys. C2, even more C2 Nihita. Oh man, we're slowly getting there. Next time Nihita comes out, I'm getting it. For me, is that you can have attack goblin instead, since it would be diminishing returns with Electro. Okay, good to know. So the 5-star ones were previously locked. Okay. But I guess I should start doing all of these as well for primos and such, huh? Doing these. Alright, let me... no. Hangouts are a time killer? Okay. I thought you said they give primos as well, though. Oh, this takes a while. Just glide down. Yeet! They give around 120 primos and a few achievements if you perfect all routes. Ooh. Hey, guys, for we're there, man.
After crossing all that sand and water, we finally made it. Oh, this must be Fontaine's port. Wow.
I would say, really impressed by how well voice acted Farina was. I could see that.
That the industry here is extremely developed, and there are all kinds of unusual machines.
So I heard. And it's about what I imagined.
Just seeing the sights as a tourist is nice, but maybe it would be better if we found something to do. What do you think?
Kazu's a league of his own. Oh, jeez. Let's start by meeting the Hydro Archon.
Good idea. Nahida gave us loads of useful information.
Well, we'll have to see how it goes.
Seeking out the Seven is probably still our best source for information at this point.
Our journey is to find my sibling and also to find the
The
truth.
more we can learn, the better. So, what do you think the Hydro Archon's like? Will we get along?
She's probably like a little kid.
Nahida said that she has a very unique personality. Whatever that means.
That's a very kind way of saying she's weird.
To learn about a nation's god, start with the nation's people. There seems to be some locals talking.
I've never
over
read
there.
picking up C2.
Let's go see
What
if
does
we
C2
can
Kazu do?
play.
If you ask me, it's a tragedy how things ended for him.
Ooh.
Clearly, he was a pretty decent
Makes
person.
it have more range, I assume.
Yeah, I didn't expect that kind of ending for him. I thought he would at least fight on a little longer for his family. I was expecting a sudden plot twist, but it's a pity that it never happened. Still, his story is quite the
Then I need that
tearjerker.
at some point.
Excuse me. Can I help you too? I couldn't help
Yes,
but
you can.
notice you standing here listening.
Hi. We're travelers.
Well, I guess
new to
next time
Fontaine.
Kazu comes on, I need to pull
And we
more.
had something we wanted to ask, but you seem to be really busy talking about some kind of play, so we didn't want to interrupt.
Play? Oh, no. We're talking about something that really
Twitch
happened.
is really insistent
In
on trying to
fact,
play
it's
this
a
ad.
case that was just heard a few days ago.
Really? Like a real trial? But the way you were talking about it and the words you used just now made it sound like some kind of story.
Well, good tales are often based on true stories, aren't they? And what you see in reality may also be someone deliberately putting on an act while harboring ulterior motives. Whether something is true or not simply isn't that important. The main thing is whether the story being acted out on the stage is
Yeah, but
splendid enough.
it still helps with
Oh,
Black
but it
EMN
looks like
builds.
you're not from
If you're
around
kind of
here.
overpower
You
creep
probably
them,
don't know
but
that the Fontaine Court of Justice is
the
called
VV shred
Opera
is real, man.
Epiclese, or more commonly
I
known
saw
as just
my
the Opera
Kazu
House.
spread a fire reaction to something
But
for 58,000 damage.
shouldn't court cases be treated a little
317
more
hours.
seriously than that?
Man, that sounds like I need to step up my game on
Fontain's
streams.
way of doing things.
I should be at least at
It's
1,000
just
hours
that
for the year.
Putting someone on trial is usually a very serious thing.
No worries. Other visitors to Fontaine have wondered the same thing. You could say that we just don't want to waste the moving stories behind those cases. And as for your worries about
Yeah, but you've
whether
been
the
here for the
cases
vast
are
majority
treated
of
with
them,
due
so-
reverence, we have the absolutely just and honorable Chief Justice Neuvillette, as well as
Neuvillette.
the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, a machine created by the
Oh,
Archon.
she's Mécanique.
Between the machine and the Chief Justice, false charges and injustice are a thing of the past now.
A judgment device created by the Archon. So this is the Nation of
You're a
Justice.
trees? Is it some kind of machine
That
too?
seemed appropriate.
Oh, everyone's curious. We should check it out if we get the chance. Wait, I almost forgot to ask you our question. Do you know what we should do if we want to meet the Hydro Archon?
What's with these ads being a
Oh,
minute and a
that's
half,
easy.
Twitch?
Just go to the
That is
Opera
not
House.
okay.
Lady Farina practically lives there. You could definitely say it's her biggest passion.
I think what they mean is that they wish to speak with the Archon personally. In that case, I'm afraid it's going to be a tad more difficult. You'll have to make an appointment well
You
in
did.
advance. and
Like, I've
it'll
noticed each
depend
one
on
that's
whether or
that's
not
popped
she
up,
has
and there's
any
been a
time
few
slots
already in
available.
this hour. They've all been a minute and a half, which, like, I'm fine with 30-second ads, but 90? Jeez. Make an appointment. Time slots.
Is the Hydro Archon super busy taking care of official stuff? Wait, didn't you say that she's always at the Opera House?
No. Lady Farina seldom takes an interest with the nation's affairs. The reason it's difficult to make an appointment is simply because she's incredibly popular.
That's right.
Wanna
After
grab
all,
one
she
Yomi
is
on the
the
next banner?
Archon. Though
How
she
many,
may tend to get a little
how many
dramatic
wishes do you
from
have
time to
available?
time, people can't get enough of her.
Huh. First time Paimon's ever heard of an Archon being described that way before. Wait! Paimon gets now! The Hydro
Only
Archon
two?
is kinda like a big celebrity here, right?
You have one guarantee. That's not too bad, then.
Yeah, I suppose
Hopefully.
you could say that. Perhaps you
Hopefully it
could
doesn't
even
take
say
all
our
of that.
mascot.
Hang on.
I guess the chat
This
hasn't
is
really
still
been too crazy
Fontaine's
this year,
Archons
has it,
you're
Si?
talking about.
For,
You
like,
should show some
things
more
that need to be,
respect.
like, banned or
Yes,
kicked
you're
or
right.
modified.
I guess I should at least
Rain,
try to be a
Rain
little
Justice
more
Lost in.
respectful
Oh, I'm done with all
for
our
the
requests.
visitors.
Nice. I need to get this
Otherwise, I
one
might get
done.
arrested and find
I've
myself
delayed
face to face
for a
with
while.
Monsieur Neuvillette.
Come on. Sure.
What did I
there's a
choose,
lot of
Lemonade?
flaws, but
Hindsight
nobody's
says I
going
should
to
have
be
chosen
arrested for
Ether,
saying something
but
disrespectful about the
when I
Hydro
first started the game
Archon.
3 years ago and stopped playing promptly after, I was like, oh, if we have to look at a character, we're going to look at a chick and not a dude.
Got it. Thank you!
Should have
At
chosen
least we
Ether.
now know that we can find the Hydro Archon at the Opera House.
Like, Yomi is one of the characters I really want, but she always gets paired with someone else that I need more so than her.
Guess we could have a look around the city in the meantime. Hey! What are you looking over there for?
There's a girl over there. She's been standing alone for quite some time.
Huh. Maybe something's the matter. She isn't going to jump into the water, is she?
Actually, yeah, she probably is.
Maybe we better go check on her.
You're hanging quests. I left in the Mare City, so I can see her every day. I mean, that's fair, actually. She's pretty. She's good to look at. Lumine is a good choice, though Ether is a bit slow. I thought Ether was faster than Lumine.
Hello there. Excuse me. Are you alright?
Huh? I'm fine. Thanks.
Oh, okay Okay then. We just noticed that you seem to be worried about something.
About many things, actually. But there's nothing I can do but just keep my troubles to myself.
I really wish I
was
could get
just
into voice
reminiscing
acting.
about a place my brother and I would play when we were kids. It was just atop that hill over there. See?
Which hill? There's a few of them.
You're pointing at the sea. Wait, are you saying that you and your brother lived in the water?
Maybe they're mermaids or a fantastical race from Fontaine.
No people
I mean, she
call
does have
the
a tail.
waters around Fontaine a sea. It's actually just an inland lake that's filled with fresh water. And no, I can still see that hill clearly in my memories. Now it's
She
been
does have a
completely
pleasant voice.
submerged. He would skip and jump, tossing sand in the wind. The sun shone brightly, and the air was filled with the scent of the sea. But now, the water is gradually swallowing our memories.
Why does she have a star on her face?
It won't be long before it swallows us.
Sorry. Paimon doesn't really get what you
Yes,
mean.
yes it is.
Ah, I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Are you Lynette's new friends?
Oh, and
That's fair
you're-
then. That makes sense.
Thanks for looking after my sister. She often comes here to reminisce about our childhood, that's all. There's no need for any concern. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Linny, and this is my sister Lynette. If I had to guess, I'd say you must be travelers from abroad.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Fontaine.
Well,
We
good.
were just talking with your sister.
Sister.
Even though we didn't really get what she was saying.
I see. It's unusual for Lynette to be so willing to talk with anyone. In fact, she seldom speaks at all. I'm usually the only one she ever talks to.
Well, we're
Oh,
special.
really? Then you two are just like us. Paimon's always the one talking for some reason.
Yeah, we wish you wouldn't, Paimon. There's hardly anything left for me to say with you around, because you always steal all my lines.
So that's how you think it is?
I also think my brother can be too talkative at times.
Seems you were right, Paimon. We are quite similar.
Paimon is just emergency food. She needs to know her place.
So, what did Lynette mean just now when she said that the water is engulfing your memories? And that it won't be long before it engulfs you too?
Oh, that. It's from a prophecy that's been circulating in Fontaine for some time now. Well, I suppose prophecy isn't exactly the right word, because that implies a certain amount of
Stretch the legs.
uncertainty. There's no doubt about what's happening in Fontaine now.
Oh, what's happening in
Where
Fontaine?
to begin? Let's put that question on hold for a moment. We still haven't
tempted to go
formally
make some hot
greeted
chocolate.
each other yet, have we?
Only Ito placed in her
Did all
place.
the introductions earlier not count?
I mean, I feel
Hello,
like
traveler.
the density of Ito would just make anyone shut up for a minute. Hello, Lenny. It's a pleasure to meet you.
And hello, Paimon.
Hey! Why didn't Paimon get a handshake? You're not poking fun at
Probably
Paimon,
because
are
his
you?
hand is the size of you.
Please, don't take offense. Just consider it a sort of etiquette we have here in Fontaine when making new friends. You should remember it. It might prove useful.
Oh, all right then. Well, Paimon's just happy to have a local friend now. By the way, we were just getting ready to go to the Opera House to meet the Hydro Archon. Would you be able to show us the way?
You would never guess I've had an excessive amount of caffeine today.
So
It's
you're
only
going to
7
see
o'clock
Lady
and I feel like I'm
Farina?
about to pass out.
No
It's
problem
great.
at all. In fact, I was planning to go to the Opera House later myself. I'll gladly take you once I finish things here. Please,
I'm curious, like,
follow me.
how many hours of cutscenes would you estimate that we have to get through the story? A solid 6? 3 coffees for you today and you took a nap? I was tempted to take a nap earlier. Switch to walking. Well, that's kind of her. Can't ever argue with Red Bulls.
You said you were going to see Lady Farina? Well, it seems Lady Farina has come to see you.
Oh. I don't drink them often because they're expensive, but I like the taste. Who is that? Oh no, I love the taste. It's an issue. I actually learned how to make my own, so.
Huh. So, she's the Hydro Archon? But how did she know we were
Is
looking
it
for
sweeter
her?
here? I don't know, to be honest, it's been a while since I've done this bit.
Rich and poor, those with cup in hand and those with nothing at all. Raise your glasses in celebration. If you don't have one, then
Isn't
just raise your hand.
most soft drinks over there made with like actual real sugar? Cane sugar, I think it is, or sugar in the raw, and not
As you can all see,
the
two
garbage we use.
unfamiliar travelers have
Yeah, cane sugar.
arrived in our nation. Come.
Yeah,
let's
the
make a
much
toast
better
in
version of
honor
sugar.
this
Yeah, you guys use
traveler
that. We
and
use
her
the garbage.
companion who have journeyed here from distant lands.
Is she talking about us?
Yeah. Yeah, she is. Nobody here seems to be holding a glass.
I've long heard of the turmoil and
In the
chaos you
States,
left
it's
in
the
your
high
wake
fructose corn
as
syrup.
you
Yeah, that.
visited other nations.
So I don't drink sodas here.
I welcome you
The
nevertheless.
only soda I drink is
I
my
have come to
Monster,
receive you personally.
which does not have high fructose
There
corn
is
syrup in it.
for insignificant
It said it has
matters. I am a god, and I will never entertain the notion of such
I think it's
meaningless
aspartame or
wariness.
aspartame.
You can be rest assured. I see clearly your sincerity. Of course, seeking
Does
an
Dr. Pepper
audience
taste awful in
with
this
me
taste?
is
Okay,
the
I hate Dr. Pepper here, but if it
sensible thing to
actually
do.
has a
It will allow you
like a
to
real cherry
truly
taste, that'd kinda be
behold my
cool.
power and
I'd
witness
be
my
interested in trying it.
authority. Intelligent
4.0 is
people
like 4 hours,
always
4.1 is like
gather
3 hours.
under
Love up and down.
Correct,
Lovely.
Banner.
Oh,
I,
okay.
Fossilor, hereby welcome you to the nation of Hydro and acknowledge the value and
Who is this voice
significance
actor?
of your trip. Now, you may rejoice in this.
Ew. Well, finding the Archon was easy enough.
Yeah.
That sounds like I'm going to hate everything.
Feels like we've only been here for a few minutes. The
Farina,
Hydro Archon's entrance was,
voice actor.
how should Paimon describe it? A
Amber Lee
little
Connors.
over
What
the
else has
top?
she played in?
Miss Hydro Archon? How did you know we were coming?
Was Clornday the tall one?
Outlanders, you inevitably lack even some of the most basic understanding. Don't forget that even the gods can be divided into the mediocre and the excellent. I suppose it's only natural for you to be awestruck by my abilities. You had best stop and consider. Do you really
Maybe I
have
recognize her
enough
from
abilities
Demon
and
Slayer
etiquette
as Nakame.
necessary to communicate with a god? All it takes is a flick of my finger for me to know everything about
Oh, she was
you.
also Shino in Bleach. Interesting.
Talk about sounding high and mighty.
Feels like she can't get over herself.
Oh?
Oh,
What's
ju-
with these looks? Perhaps
There's a
the
joke to be made
welcoming
there.
Ceremony still isn't enough.
I'm not gonna see to it.
What else should I say then?
Is she waiting for us to start talking?
Wow, I didn't expect to see Lady Farina here. What a surprise! Wait, does this mean they're the legendary
Man, she's
blonde
been
traveler?
active lately.
How did I not notice before?
Hey, what's all the commotion? Oh, is that Lady Farina? Is there some kind of drama going on?
Of course.
Like she's been in
That's the
pretty much
blonde
everything lately.
traveler,
Jeez.
The one all those stories are about. Lady Farina came here to personally see her. Oh, I bet this is going to be the duel of the century.
She does. She has the perfect
Got to
pretentious
see
voice.
this. I knew Lady Farina would never disappoint.
To be honest, I think both anime travelers are very good. If you build them right, they can do. Really? I just keep mine in dangerous status.
Yes, but
don't get too excited now. My dear believers and spectators alike tend to get quite rowdy, and despite the noise, I've come to tolerate all their ruckus. You may consider this my reward to all of you. I have determined that there will be an epic duel between myself and this traveler from another land, just as you were hoping to see.
Oh, is that so?
Now she wants to fight? Aren't we getting a little ahead of ourselves?
Bring it on. Fighting gods? I've got a resume.
Are you not afraid? Might I remind you that this is a duel against the divine?
Cordea's shirt button
What are
HP
you
is
trying
slowly
to
dropping
do,
down.
traveler? Provoking a god in front of her people?
Stand down, Clorend.
Clorend,
I
my
admire
bad.
her bravery. Few have the courage to draw their sword against a god. She is obviously a true warrior. Unfortunately, people nowadays only crave to be thrilled, and a mere duel will not slake their thirst for excitement.
Oh, yeah, she's right. Just a duel wouldn't be all that interesting.
That's it. A meme, actually.
On Aranias, criminals are
By all
always
means, share.
requesting duels to defend their honor. I'm getting a bit old, to tell the truth.
You see. Then, as the god of justice, I shall face
By the way, if you're
this
still
traveler in another
4-1 inspired by this,
kind of
use
duel.
Bennett jungling,
duel
jungling, and
in
Amber for the first half. Hydro, Travmona. Oh no, we're doing fine on the abyss.
Now that'll be worth seeing.
Right.
We actually
This is
just 36
Fontaine,
started the other day,
after all.
thankfully.
Such a grand opera house, it would be a pity not to use
Amber
it.
did a great job.
Why do you care so much about the crowd's reactions? Seems you've spent a little too much time in the opera house. Besides, how exactly do you plan to have a duel in court? You mean you're going to put us on trial?
And we haven't committed any crimes. We literally just arrived here.
Oh, we have reason to put you on trial. It's obvious, isn't it?
Obvious?
According to Fontaine law, no one is permitted to release any flying objects within Fontaine city limits during the first 3 days of each month. You
Sure,
are
post in chat.
clearly guilty of violating this law, no?
Oh, so that's what they've done wrong. That's our Lady Farina. No one knows the laws of Fontaine like she does.
That's not a good thing.
You call that obvious? What kind of law is that? Wait, flying object? You mean Paimon?
Precisely. Now, if you two have no objections, then in the name of the
Glorious.
Hydro Archon, I order your arrest.
My apologies, Lady Farina. I don't mean to spoil the fun, but if you would allow me to interject, I don't think that Paimon here meets the definition of a flying object.
You tell her, Linny! Finally someone who's not crazy. How could anyone call Paimon a flying object?
Well, I mean,
Ah, great magician, Linny. My
yeah, that's an appropriate
beloved
meme, for
citizen.
sure.
I'll permit you to object, but how exactly do you plan to prove your claim?
That button is fighting
As
for
a
all it's
magician
worth.
who just rained on your parade, I naturally should shoulder the responsibility of saving the show. So, with such an audience gathered here, allow me to perform a trick for everyone.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. By the way, I'm not responsible for any
Ta-da!
right.
What's that on Paimon's back? Hey, when did Linny do that?
Ah, when Lenny patted you on the back, huh? He knows what he's doing. He's prepared. Also, why was it raining there?
As you can all clearly see, Paimon should be classified as, well, something like a balloon. This rope has been in the traveler's hand all along. It was just that no one could see it before.
Huh? You call that magic? You've got to be joking.
They're not impressed.
I thought it was pretty good. Nice one.
Huh. I'm not sure what to think. It seems Lady Farina's charges no longer hold water.
Uh-oh. You're gonna upset the kiddo.
Amusing. Very amusing, Linny. Just the sort of unexpected twist that I enjoy. With you here, today's performance can finally be called complete.
Performance? You see all this as a performance?
Well,
In
obviously.
which case, consider the matter of your trial resolved. The god of justice will not bring
Almost out of
charges
smoothie.
against an innocent person. But when there are valid grounds, I will not only judge travelers from abroad, but even the gods of other lands. I look forward to seeing your upcoming performance at the Opera House, Mr. Linny and Miss Lynette. That's enough for now. Toodaloo!
I'm just gonna put this out there. She can make a lot of money with that voice. Not doing voice acting.
Just like that.
Did you know that Lenny, Lynette, and Familia are dubbed by a Harbinger Pyro user? I did not. Fatuous? Fatuous? Huh? Yep. Yes.
But that's a problem for
Tell me I'm
future
wrong.
Paimon. That whole
I did not
thing
know that,
just now
actually.
was really...
Thanks for bailing us out, Lenny. Did you happen to know that was going to happen?
Don't mention it. I just happened to remember that there was such
Because
a law,
you
so
also
I
have
did a
worked in the
little
IT field.
preparation, just in case. I didn't think it would actually come in handy. So, now do you see what kind of god
It does
Lady
seem
Farina
so.
is?
She can be a bit confusing at times, but
Is it
she
part of
so
the
amenable to
Archon story, or is
reason.
it just part of their character story? Yeah, confusing is a good way to put it. Is she really that reasonable?
Anyway, Paimon had no idea you were a magician, Linny. It sounded like you'll be performing at the Opera House, right?
Archon story?
I just know a few simple tricks I use to make a living. Lynette is my assistant.
Thank you, Galaxy.
It will actually be my
Yep,
first
so
time
if it's
performing
part of
on
the Archon
most
story that we're doing
prestigious
here,
stage in Fontaine,
please do not
the Opera
mention it.
House.
But isn't the Opera House where criminal trials are held in Fontaine?
No worries.
When there are no public trials being held, the Opera House hosts a variety of other performances. To the people of Fontaine, the line between a trial and a performance can be a little blurred. And speaking of performances, I would be remiss to forego this opportunity gifted by fate. Might I invite the two of you to see my performance?
By all means, we will
My
happily go
brother's
see your
always
performance.
excited to make new friends.
Ooh, we can do a boss.
We don't really have anything to do now, and we wanted to go to the Opera House anyway.
I would be delighted.
Splendid. In that case, why don't we go together? I'll show you the way. I just have something to take care of first.
Is there any way I can help?
Oh, you really mean it? Then I'll take you up on your offer. This is a magical item known as a magic pocket. Perhaps you can help me distribute them to the people here.
It looks like a bag, good sir.
Huh? What are they going to use it for?
To put things into, obviously.
About that... You asked me before about the prophecy, right? Let me start by telling you a little more about what it entails. I'm not sure exactly when it began, but a prophecy has been circulating around Fontaine. It says that every person in Fontaine is born with sin. No matter how the nation of justice holds trial after trial, this sin cannot be absolved. Until one day, the water levels in Fontaine will rise, and the sinful people will slowly be drowned.
Well, that sounds terrible.
In the end, the people will
Could we
all be
not?
dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the
Yeah, because
people
they're
of
all
Fontaine
dead.
be washed away.
That's not how you do it, my good sir.
Why are people in Fontaine born with sin? What is that supposed to mean?
There are lots of guesses. Some say that the ancestors of Fontaine stole the power of the seas and stirred its wrath. Others say that the people of Fontaine never heeded the first Hydro Archon's warnings and offended Celestia. But here in Fontaine,
I wonder if we're ever going to be able to
evidence is
explore
what matters.
Celestia.
There
That'd be
hasn't
kind of
been
neat.
concrete evidence for any of these claims, so they can only be regarded as conjecture.
If even the people in Fontaine don't know what sin they committed, wouldn't it be better just to ignore the prophecy completely? Why bother feeling guilty all the time?
I was thinking
That's
Celestia is
exactly
more
what
like
the
another
people did
realm.
at first. But in the last few years, the water levels in Fontaine have actually started rising.
But now the water is engulfing our memories. It won't be long before it engulfs us.
Many places have already been completely submerged, and now lie beneath the sea.
Many people carry on with their lives as before and shrug it off as a natural phenomenon. But my family and I think that the people of Fontaine shouldn't ignore the possibility, which would end up sentencing them to death. We hope that at least the people who reside
I am
near
actually
the
really
waterfront
curious how this
can
story
move
is going
away
to play out in
before
the
it's
end.
too late. So we've
I
started
also am curious how long
distributing
you have to play
magic
this game.
pockets
So
to them.
you figure it's already been out for
As a
3
magical
years.
item, these magic pockets have astonishing
And we're only this
capacity.
far.
I'm sure they will come in handy when people are moving their belongings.
Oh, Paimon gets it! It's like preparing for a rainy day! But this is more than a bit of rain.
If the prophecy is true, then is there no way to prevent the disaster?
Perhaps only absolute
I
power
mean, that's
could
only
ever
20 days
contend with
away.
Such a catastrophe. But who knows? We're just
So
tiny
we're thinking
specks in the grand
probably
scheme of things. Now,
end of
if
January,
you'd
start of
like to
February
help,
for
then please give these
5.0.
magic pockets to anyone nearby. Be sure to convince them to take it, regardless of what they say.
Sir, yes, sir. Like water disappearing. Okay. Here, you need this.
What's this? Ah, so you also believe in the prophecy. Keep it. I won't have any use for it.
What? You mean you don't believe in the prophecy?
No, I believe in the prophecy. But I also believe in another story. The
Oh, boy.
story says that people once lived in the ocean. They were one with the ocean and couldn't live apart from it. But as time wore on, people desired to live on land and developed blood vessels, encapsulating the sea within their bodies. Thus could people set foot on land. So, if you ask me, when the water rises and takes us all, it'll be like we're going home.
Oh, we hadn't heard that one before. But people can't live underwater. They'll die. You should probably still take it.
All right.
All right, I'll take it, I guess.
I guess I just feel that being dissolved into the water doesn't necessarily mean death.
Yeah, no, I would venture to say that means you are very dead, sir. You know, that dissolving part, you're not gonna, like, become something else at that point. Sorry.
So you're the blonde traveler that everyone's been talking about. My apologies for not recognizing you earlier. Oh, a magic pocket? Seems you really thought of everything. I guess it's better to prepare for the worst and hope for the best.
I guess
Thanks.
it's been 30 minutes.
Please,
So that's fair.
also
I'm
thank
about
the
to
magician
complain
on
about
my
that ad,
behalf
but
when you get the chance.
man, every 30 minutes. What is going on with Twitch lately? They've really ramped up their ads. You can make it.
Time to go.
Do it again. Whoop.
Follow the wind.
I don't want that
I
thing.
honestly have no idea
The way
what
I see it,
YouTube
if
is doing theirs, but I
prophecy's
imagine
true,
they're pretty similar.
It's still gonna be a long time before the water can cover everything. Life is all about living in the moment.
Get more ads times.
What use is there in worrying
Okay.
about the future all the time?
Yeah, and I guess
We'll
since I haven't been
cross that
streaming
bridge
much
when we
lately,
get to
courtesy
it.
of my internet,
You should
we've not.
It. You never
Getting
know when
more
it'll
ads.
come in
That's
handy.
fair.
Oh, all right, fine. Thanks. It's just that if I start moving, that means I've already given up on the life I have now. I'd really rather not.
Wind strike.
I guess this just means that we have to stream a lot more, right?
Oh, you already handed out all of the magic pockets?
I
That
wonder
was
where we're at
fast.
for our next payout.
So,
Probably
what
still
did
pretty
people
far away.
have to say? I bet you heard some interesting opinions.
No kidding. Many are quite stubborn.
Yes, but that will change once disaster strikes. I know they'll change their minds, so it's only right to help them prepare.
Is there anything else you need to do before we leave?
I'm sure there are
Yes,
plenty of
one
things.
last thing. I have the magic pockets made by a workshop in the court of Fontaine. Since we're out and about, I was thinking about bringing him some more materials.
So, you want to collect materials? Just tell us what the materials look like and we'll help. Many hands make light work.
Oh, that would be much appreciated. We'll need some Romaritime flowers. I remember seeing them near the waterfront on the east side of the harbor.
Alrighty, so now we have to go collect materials. Lovely. So I'm curious how long this is going to take for us to go through everything. That's fine. Nihida, do your thing.
Seems we have to use Hydro to collect Romaritime flowers.
Ow. Good news. We have Hydro. Oh, they're gone now. That doesn't seem to work. Where? Oh, crap. We went right past it. Whoopsie.
You made quick work of that. I can tell you're an experienced traveler. I've also finished collecting a few here. Maybe next time you'll feel like helping too, Lynette.
No way. I'm in power
never
saving
does.
mode today. Otherwise, I fear I may not have any energy left for the performance at the Opera House.
Fine. Though the performance is still
I guess
a
we need to
long way
work on
off.
my sub
Now
badges
that
again.
we're finished here,
See
we
if I
should
can
get ready to
get
head
something
back to the
similar
court
made
of
by
Fontaine.
someone else.
So, we're going to the court of Fontaine before we head to the Opera House? Good. Paimon wants a tour of Fontaine's largest city and try...
And she's gone.
Wait, shh. Have you noticed that person over there? The young
Chase them
girl.
up. What?
Huh? What's wrong with her? Paimon didn't notice anything.
She's obviously a thief. Magicians and thieves practice similar methods. We divert attention,
Yes.
and a distracted audience is one that won't discover what you're really doing. Watch her movements carefully.
We were watching her movements. Let's see, where are you, Sai? You're right there.
Oh, he's right.
Shh, keep your voice down.
I
We
paid her
need to
half,
think of a way to
so
catch her.
she's only gotten half her
She's
payment,
very
but
alert.
I mean, I
Perhaps
like
we
the work
should
that I
split
was
up.
seeing so far. And she
You two
did,
can ride the lift over there
yeah.
and wait up top. I bet that'll be her escape
She did give me
route if
some of it,
tries to
so.
run.
In fact, did you know Clea is an elf? If you have a very good clean look at her ears.
All right, let's
Is she
go.
an elf? Or is she just, like, weird? I mean, we haven't met her mother, so, you know. We're not doing it. We're going to teleport.
This is the
Yeah, it has
spot
been
where
quite.
Minnie
It's
wanted
been.
us to wait.
It's actually been 6 months. I know she had broken her wrist, so I was just kind of waiting out at that point.
Isn't that
Get ready to stop her. Time to make the arrest.
Oh no, did she notice us? She started running the other direction. What should we do? Should we chase her?
Our job is to block this path. The rest is up to Lenny. This is your chance. Go look at her. We'll look at her in a
also
sec.
be trying to lure us away.
You wait, but there's no sign of the thief.
Nothing's happened for a while now. Paimon wonders if Lenny caught the thief.
Seems there's no reason for us to stay here. Let's go find Lenny.
Yeah, let's go.
We'll take a look at her in just a sec. Are Prime subscriptions no longer a thing? I guess she does have little elf ears, huh?
So heavy.
Is she an elf or is she just like some other creature in this universe? That's the real question. But we don't really have anyone else with those ears, do we? But then, you know, you got Ito with horns. Those are animal ears? Hold up. I thought that was just his hair. No, he's got regular ears. He's just got cool hair. And then Sucrose, where is she? Doesn't she have like feather ears? Yeah, she's got actual animal ears, so she's something else. His hair does look like cat ears. And then, of course, you have Dia. She's got cat ears. Whoa. Hello, sir. Of course, Lenny and Lynette have their ears. Sing Chocolate and Baiju. Go to their element burst 2. It's like a wrap. Interesting. Well, we'll have to take a look at that later. Oh, we gotta jump. No. Lenny doesn't. Interesting. I mean, we don't see him without his hat, but I assume he takes it off for something. He's up there. Where is he? Well, let's ride the elevator again. Kuching is a pseudo cat girl as well. Some people call her cat wannabe, but I think she just has weird hair. I thought a little like up there. Slow elevator. I could teleport, but you know. Oh, go to the Archon statue? That makes sense. I could teleport, but this is more fun. Yeah, there he is. Hello.
Are you sure that's all she took? You should check to make sure you're not missing anything else.
No, that was all. Oh, I can't thank you enough. I didn't notice a thing earlier. Anyway, I should be going now. Thanks again.
Oh, were you returning what the thief had stolen?
That's right. Pity I wasn't able to catch her. She distracted me by dropping the thing she stole on the ground. By the time I looked back, she was already gone.
I saw the general direction she went, but Lenny twisted his ankle, and I needed to make sure he was okay.
Oh, did you get hurt, Lenny?
I'll be all right. It's just a twisted ankle, that's all. In fact, it's feeling better already.
If you want to play at being a hero, at least try not to get hurt doing it. Imagine what would happen if you managed to derail our performance as a result.
You're right. Sorry, Lynette. I have to admit that the thief was even more skilled than I had anticipated. But at least we were able to get the stolen items back, so it wasn't a complete failure.
What a slippery little thief. Guess things turned out all right in the end, though. Lenny's initiative paid off.
All right, let's put this little detour behind us. We should go to the
Time.
Court of Fontaine now.
All right, time to do more. What are we up to? Oh, 48? Let's see. Like, I'm kind of getting bored of questing. So let's keep going. You can do Electro Bird again? Yeah. Because we haven't done too many of him. He got absolutely slaughtered by Malevolent.
Thing to go into the city?
Thunder Chicken!
What an ingenious way to get around. People in Fontaine really know how to use water.
This is an aqua bus.
Should
It
I
allows
focus on
people to
Thunder
travel
Chicken or should I
between
focus on
several
Charlotte for the time
locations
being?
around Fontaine. It's
What do you think?
pretty convenient, but the ride can become a little dull after a while. The scenery is always the same. That's why it's better to travel with friends.
So you mean it's still boring even when I'm riding with you?
Yes.
No, that's not what I meant. It's just that, well, you don't really talk that much.
Not yet, but I was thinking she would be
Besides, it
a
doesn't
good
really
one.
feel like a
I
real
mean,
trip
she's
when it's just
what,
the two
a
of us.
cryo Bennett essentially.
It's the same as being at home.
Whatever.
Whatever. Whatever.
Guess that's what it's like to be an older brother.
And get rid of Diona because I don't like Diona at all.
It's about time for us to leave. Let's get on board.
But I was thinking of putting her in instead of Diona for the next Abyss. Oh, speaking of Charlotte, there she is. All right, I'll be right back while we're in cutscene.
Huh?
What? Traveler! Paimon!
Charlotte!
Oh, I never guessed I'd bump into you while riding the aqua bus. In the story of my life, this is big news. What are you doing in Fontaine? I didn't hear anything about you paying us a visit.
Yeah, it's quite the coincidence. But as travelers, we're always on the move. It's not surprising that nobody knew we were coming. Though we still have no idea how the Hydro Archon knew about us. Oh, let Paimon introduce you to our new friends.
Oh, no need for introductions, Paimon. I would recognize the great magician Linny and his assistant Lynette anywhere. I wouldn't be much of a reporter if I didn't know who they were. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Charlotte, a reporter for the Steambird.
Nice to meet you. From the Steambird, huh? We've often relied on your paper to promote our performances.
It's an honor to meet you.
And we're
Now
back.
that everyone
Good
knows
old
each other,
Charlotte.
Fontaine certainly doesn't feel like such an unfamiliar place.
It's like how you're watching an anime series, boring you're almost with the series. I don't usually have that issue. I'm usually very invested until the end. However, if I'm playing a game, I want to play the game. I don't want to watch the game.
News, I mainly cover the trials at the Opera House.
Isn't that right,
You
boy?
could still manage to keep readers' attention as long as you tell things from a clever enough angle, even if it's the same old topics. For example, reporting on how a scammer once deceived vulnerable girls into relationships, or how a financial criminal was once so poor that they ate a single piece of bread for 5
We're
days.
gonna do this. That would definitely get my attention. But that's not really the kind of news you're after.
Ah, you're right. Seems you know me pretty well.
Maverick Gimbal
What I'm
twitches and
really after
clicks
is
even after
exclusive,
placement. What do you think could be
sensational news
damaged?
pieces that could shake the country. These smaller stories are a waste
If
of
it's
my
only
talent.
twitching and
Just
and
remember,
clicking, that makes me
I've been
think that
following a
it's
case lately.
one of the wires is
A
actually
series
damaged, or
of
the
cases
gimbal
actually.
itself is damaged, so it's not
You
able
mean the
to
serial
actually continue to move,
disappearance of young women
bypassing,
case?
getting around
That's
the
right. These stories
overload
are
of the
talk
gimbal.
the town right now,
And it's probably the most mysterious case.
So
we've
sadly,
ever
at that point,
seen.
my recommendation would be
Find the
replacement of
first
the
with a draft ready to
gimbal
publish when the
assembly
case is finally
and keep the
cracked.
original camera with it
And
if you
it's the
can.
headline story in the Steambird. Oh, when that happens, I bet all the other
Because it makes me
reporters
think
will
that
shed
maybe the gimbal
tears
is
of
slightly
envy.
tweaked, so when it tries to
I've
move,
already
it
gathered
just
all
overloads
kinds
and
of
immediately
materials.
just
I
shifts
just
back.
can't wait for the truth to be revealed.
So, what is the serial disappearances of young women case? You mean the culprit hasn't been found?
That's right. The first missing girl case happened almost 20 years ago. And ever since, after a period of time, another girl disappears. What the cases have in common is that the girls
Replace
are
wires
all
and
of a
gimbal?
similar age, and that
Assuming
they
to
all
replace
vanish
parts.
without a trace.
Hmm.
But the scariest part is that to this day, none of the girls have ever been found. Many suspects have been arrested over the years in connection with this case, but shortly after each arrest, another disappearance would always happen.
Interesting. Let me think about that for a sec. Then there must be more than one criminal at work. Maybe there are
Yes,
copycat criminals?
possible. But either way, I believe that every case has some
Is it-
precise truth behind
I
it.
forgot the error numbers. I'll have to
waiting be
reassemble and
exposed.
see. I wouldn't be too surprised if it's 40011.
Yes, I agree.
Or
And at the very least, the
40012.
family of those missing girls deserves some sort of explanation.
Is it just only the twitching and clicking, or does
Imagine
it
for a second
like
what I
work
would
and
do
just
if
sometimes
Lynette
twitch
were
and
to
click
suddenly
during
disappear?
movements?
I'd pay any price to get her back, and then find a way to track down the culprit.
Please don't imagine that, Lenny.
Oh, I actually got it. Okay, cool.
Hey, we're almost there! Look!
No, it won't allow me to control the movement at all. Okay, so it's definitely overloading as it tries to move, is what that would tell me. Hmm. But for only you can see your burst
I really
animation?
enjoyed
No one else
chatting
can?
with you. Life should be full of pleasant little
Or like,
surprises
you mean in
this.
co-op?
Yeah, us as well. The ride went by too quickly.
Ah, I have an interview to get to. I should get going before I'm late.
Okay, Hyman hopes we can chat again soon, Charlotte. See ya!
Bye now. Oh, be sure to stop by and see me at the Steambird when you have time.
What a tough job.
You said you actually replaced the
Always
gimbal
running
motors
around
are
and
already.
interviewing
By a second, so I can try. Okay,
Well,
I'm sorry.
what should
It
we
will
do
do its full
now?
rotation.
If you
I'm
don't
doing the
mind,
recalibration, so I'm
how
just goes
about we
through full
stop by
motion,
my
but then
home
it sits there
first?
twitching.
Besides, I still have all the materials we collected.
Sure, we wouldn't mind at all. This city is so huge, Paimon wouldn't know where to start anyway.
If it's able to go through its full motion during startup, that just makes me think it's not calibrated. When you try to run the calibration codes for joint course and linear hull, or joint course and gimbal calibration, what does it do anything with those? Okay, let me go take on the Thunder Chicken real quick. Teleport to waypoint. Because even after you're only one person can have Furina summons out at a time in co-op. Interesting. I mean, I guess that makes sense because otherwise I could get kind of broken. But anytime you replace the gimbal, you would have to go through the calibration again. That way the motors and everything are lined up with the software in the actual calibration file.
Shower me with praise. Let my name echo in song.
Settle down.
And it's finished. Oh! Okay. That was not what I expected to happen. Crashed like a flex cable, was hanging by camera wires. Hey, I know that feeling. That may be the damaged connector on board. I've had it say it successfully went through those calibrations. Continue the same. Interesting. So it could potentially have damaged the board connector, but that's not likely because usually that board connector is pretty stable overall, pretty safe. So it does make me think that there's something with the gimbal assembly. I would want to replace gimbal, wire, and camera at that point. Unfortunately, it's kind of expensive to do that. It's usually like $300 for all three components. But then if it still is having twitching issues after replacing all three components and going through the calibration, that tells you that there's something with the main board actually messed up. At that point, it's just time to get a new drone. Because we'll never be able to fully calibrate everything with the new board, sadly, because we don't have access to those tools, because DJI is kind of a jerk. Much to my dismay. Have a working one, I'll swap and see the results. One day we will get access to the DJI tools to actually be able to recalibrate these gimbals, and things will be so much better. There's technically a way to do it without access to those, but I am not smart enough to do that. Much to my dismay. Oh, I have a lot of quests I need to do here, huh? Is Ido friendly, free to play for newbies? That is a good question. I mean, Ido he's an on-field DPS, not really ideal to use. Like, there are team comps that would utilize him quite heavily, but there are better options to save for, in my opinion. I'll check the error codes and results from calibration and get back to you. Oh, not a problem. I should probably heal everyone. Back to cutscenes. Like, Ido is good, but you need other characters to really help him build to his full potential.
You're home.
What other characters do you have, Eisen?
I have some new friends that I would like to introduce.
Oh, they all just went out a moment ago.
I see. Everyone is getting busier now that Father will be returning soon. I suppose that can't be helped. Allow me to introduce you to my little brother, Fremine. He is a phenomenal diver.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. Oh, you sound very proud to have a diver as a brother, Linny.
Linny sure seems to have a big family. What a talented family. I need to think of what I want my next video to be.
Linny, could you come here for a moment?
I will be putting a door frame in soon. I've had a lot of people ask, hey, how do you install a door? So when that time comes, I will be recording that, but it's all right. You go ahead.
Okay, I see.
Oh god,
Is
I
everything
forgot what
alright?
I was about to look up. Not good. Gonna head to bed. Well, I appreciate you being here,
it's
Stein. Hope you have a wonderful
we were
night.
just discussing a little housework.
Hopefully work goes well for
Sorry
you
for
tomorrow.
the interruption. Oh, before I forget, the Traveler and I collected more materials to make magic pockets. Were you able to get any, Fremine?
Yes, I went diving and gathered lots of materials. I was about to give them to you.
That's our Fremine, always quick with the underwater work. All right, I'll take these to the workshop.
I have a trip on the beach site on Wednesday. Ooh, well that should be fun. We're gonna be so dead for the next 2 weeks.
Looks like rain.
Oh, you're right. But wasn't it clear and sunny just a moment ago?
No, it's
weather
winter.
sure is weird.
I mean, it's going to be hell.
That's just how it is.
That's fair.
It often rains
Isn't
on
it usually
days
super
where
windy
there are
there?
trials being held in the Opera House, but don't worry, it'll clear up soon enough.
Like here on the beach, it'll be super windy and it's gonna be
There's a legend
terrible.
about the rain that I tend
One of the
to
complaints
believe.
was students updated laptops when
It
it's
said
11.
that
They think that's a
dragon of water once
problem.
resided in Fontaine. Though we don't know where the dragon
I mean,
went.
what are the issues they're
Every time
having?
it weeps,
That's the real question.
skies will cloud up and pour out rain. When I was a child, my mother told me that if I wanted to go outside and play, I should yell toward the sky at the top of my lungs. Hydro Dragon! Hydro Dragon! Don't cry!
Could that Hydro Dragon be the Elemental Dragon of Fontaine? Another one of the Elemental Dragons of Tevolt.
If it's an elemental dragon, then having the power to make it rain wouldn't be very unusual. Let Paimon try something. Hydro Dragon, don't cry!
Thank you.
Doesn't seem to be of any use. It is just a legend after all.
You know, you might be a more popular magician if you understood the concept of romanticism. Or could at least play along.
Chick DM?
Sorry,
DM?
it might be because we've never met the Hydro Dragon. Perhaps it can't be comforted by the words of strangers.
Oh. Oh, jeez.
It rained for longer than I suspected. Oh, it's already getting late.
Was there
Time's
something
running
you
out. You
needed
have
to
less
do,
than
Lenny?
30 days to take advantage of.
Yeah, some preparations for the show at the Opera House. I need to find a way to catch the last aqua bus of the day. On the day of the performance, just
So the
ride
real
the aqua
question
bus
is, what
to
should
the
we
island
change
of
it to?
Berenice. I'll have Lynette meet you at the fountain in front of the Opera House.
Sounds good. You go ahead, Lenny. See you at the performance.
Oh, are you leaving now?
Yes, we are.
What is it, Fremine? I'm in a hurry. Oh, I get it. You feel nervous delivering the materials for the magic pockets, is that it? Perhaps we could trouble the Traveler to help us take these materials to the Beaumont workshop and deliver them to the owner there? I'm afraid that Fremine can be quite introverted, and the boss there tends to be pretty talkative. Fremine has always been a little afraid of her.
No trouble at all. Don't worry, we're on the case.
Yeah, I was thinking that the 3 minutes is probably fine. It just seems
Sorry
like
for the
it's just weird they're doing such long
Quite
ads.
useless when it comes to such tasks. I'll think of a way to make it up to you.
Oh, no need, no
So
need.
it should be
This'll be a
fine,
walk
I
in
would
the park
think.
for us.
All right, now we have to go to the Beaumont workshop. Turn off automatic. Let's see. No. I mean, we could do... Man, you can go up to 22.5 minutes per hour. That's ridiculous. Let's not do that. Let's see. If let's now earn... now earn the new 55% ad revenue split by simply running 3 minutes of ads per hour. Okay, so that's... Why was it 3.3? Okay, that should be better. Three-minute ads every 8 minutes, right? That is just insane. Auto snooze ads. Okay. All right, so we're gonna leave it going, but we've knocked it down a hair, so that should help. We'll see. See how it plays out. Oh, jeez. Hit the microphone. Don't do that. Let's resurrect Malevolent. Stop. Speaking of ads. Damn it, Twitch. I'm trying to make things better. We're just gonna jump, let's be honest. Whee! Yes, I enabled mod notifications for it. So you should get the notification now as well.
Hello? Is there anyone here?
Oh, hello there. New customers? Looking to buy, or do you need something made? Or perhaps you're just looking for a chat with me.
Oh no, we're just here to deliver
You
some
did?
materials.
Interesting.
Here they are. They're for making,
Let's
what
see.
were they called again?
Automatic.
Ah, these must be from Magic Pockets. I could tell right away. I've already made several orders worth now.
Okay, so automatic. No. Do we need to pay?
No need. They've already prepaid several batches worth. When they told me what they'd be using them for, I even offered them a discount. But they insisted on paying the full amount.
All right,
saying
so
that
if
I
we
had a
put that
business
down
to
to
run.
half, 30 seconds every
It seems
10
both
minutes.
their hearts and their pockets are made of gold.
Or
So, is Lenny actually loaded?
I can't say for sure, but who knows? Maybe
What do you
there's
think?
good money to be made being a magician
30
in
seconds every
Fontaine.
10 minutes? Or 1.5 minutes every 30 seconds? Or every, oh god, every 30 minutes.
Why use your hands when a machine can do the work? It would be a waste not to use the latest technology. And wasting is a kind of crime.
But where does a big machine like that get its power from?
Well, it's a little complicated. I'm not sure I can put it in layman's terms for you. But basically, everything we usually use here in the city is powered by indemnity.
Always the same way. Just
It's
use
a
Twitch.
type
What do you
of
mean,
energy
right?
that's produced
Could
from
you imagine
trials.
that?
Huh?
Oh god.
How can trials produce energy?
Well, I'm not completely sure of all the details myself, but basically, when a trial is in session, the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale harvests people's belief in justice and converts it into energy to be used all around Fontaine.
So
I mean,
that's what its other function
I have
is?
gotten like 24-hour ads on
That
YouTube.
The Oratrice was created by the Archon to make judgments.
And then God help you with a whole new ad at that point.
How could something unreliable like people's beliefs be turned into a stable power source for these machines?
Well, Venti and Nahida both said the gods rely on belief to obtain power.
Oh, yeah! So that means the Hydro Archon relies on the machine to take the energy created by belief and turn it into power for all of Fontaine, right?
Even though I've never heard anyone really put it that way before, it sounds like it makes sense. Besides indemnitium, we have another type of energy called pneumosia. It isn't produced by the power of the
Pneumosia.
Archon.
That's
but
not how I
it is
thought that was
unstable
pronounced.
by nature. Even now, it still cannot be widely used by civilians.
I thought I'd find you hard at work, but here you are chatting the day away. Since you're already talking, I'm sure you wouldn't mind a few
Durand.
words with me.
You again? Didn't I already promise you
Yeah,
that I'd have the
pneumosia.
moron
I've
to
I've been
Courier of
pronouncing it
Courier
like
by next
Ouija,
month?
Pneumosia.
Why are you hounding me now?
Emoja.
Yeah, but
Ammonia.
how do we know that you won't go running off by the end of this month? I want 50% today. Wait, no, 70%.
Huh?
You...
Seems business isn't so
Oh,
great for the
yeah.
workshop.
Yeah,
We've
this is the
already
first time I've
finished
actually
our
heard
job
it.
and delivered the materials. Maybe now's a good time to leave?
Sounds like usual case of someone owing somebody else money.
Hey, hold on. Before you go around trying to collect payments, why don't you settle your own debts first?
Oh, hey,
If
it's
Contrarian
Schuldy.
Cabriere wants to poach clients from Northland Bank, that's fine. But I'm afraid you still owe the bank a hefty sum of mora. So why don't we work things out between us first, before you get back to your little conversation here?
You're from Northland
Like,
Bank.
I say, yeah, like.
But we said we'll pay everything we owe next month.
Now
Why
we
are
know
you
what it
hounding
sounds
me
like.
now?
Musia. This ready?
Traveler, Paimon! I didn't think I'd run into you here in Fontaine. What are the chances?
We're surprised to see you too. What are you doing here in Fontaine? You didn't want to stay in Snezhnaya?
We sure seem to have run into a lot of friends today. Fontaine really is a curious place.
Long story short, I've already been in Fontaine for some time now, and honestly, things have been pretty boring. But it seems that fate brought our paths together today. Not only will I have some good friends here now, but ones who always seem to find trouble. Either way you look at it, it seems things are going to get a lot more interesting now.
Pretty sure we'd want to avoid anything that you'd find interesting. Besides, our trip here has gone pretty well so far. Right, Traveler?
I think we've already weathered enough storms for now. I don't mind a little excitement every now and then.
Hey, you, Northland Bank boy. Aren't you forgetting something?
Pretty sure you don't want to
Don't
piss him off.
interrupt. It's not often I run into the Traveler like this. Why don't you wait for me over there for a while?
You kidding? Aren't you the one looking for us? You really expect us to sit and twiddle our thumbs while you catch up with your friends?
Yes.
Listen to me, boy. If you want
Boy.
Nora, fine.
Boy.
Why don't you
Boy.
come and take it?
Hey, I just said not to interrupt. Oh, by the way, Traveler, the last time I took Tonya and Tusser ice fishing, Tusser said...
Hey! That's way over the line! All right, boys, let's see who has to pay up now!
Oh boy.
Can you at least let me finish one sentence? Fine. Though the bank told me not to get rough with our clients. You're the ones who started it. This is an act of self-defense. You two will have to be my witnesses, okay?
Go ahead. They're all yours.
I'm sure this won't take long.
Do we actually get to play as child for this? Yes.
No time to lose.
Alright, so he's level 90. Pretty decent. He's got pretty much the perfect crit rate. He's using an R1 Polar Star at level 90. All of his artifacts, of course, his Noblesse set. All 20s. Do we get... Oh, we can't actually see what they are, though. And he's C3. Ooh. Okay. Talents. Talents are very high. Level 8.
You're mine. Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Whoopsie.
What's your deal, Brad? How are you so strong if you're just a staffer from Snezhnaya's Northland Bank? Wait, don't tell me you're...
Fatui? Yes.
Oh, now you notice. It's a little late, don't you think? Just make sure you understand that you don't mess with Northland Bank. Got it? Huh?
Uh-oh. The Hydro Archon, huh?
Now's my chance!
Huh. That was weird.
So she can stop the power of Hydro, huh? What just happened? Are you feeling alright?
I'm not sure. It's as if I suddenly lost control of my hydro powers when I needed them. Maybe there's something wrong with my vision?
Strange. How could that happen? First time Paimon's ever heard of someone losing control of their vision.
Never mind. It doesn't matter. If I want to stay sharp, I shouldn't be relying too much on my vision anyway. Besides, I always have my delusion in case I need it.
You'd better not use your delusion too often. I don't have a vision, so don't ask me.
So what are you doing in Fontaine, child? And don't say it's work for Northland Bank.
Because we know you're lying.
Well, I guess it's because I've been in a bad mood lately.
Oh?
What kind of reason is that? Wait, since when do you feel down about anything?
I don't know. Maybe I still have a lot to learn about myself. But recently, there seems to be some sort of restless power stirring inside of me. And I don't know why, but every now and then I feel like I'm in a terrible mood.
Oh, he's going through puberty. How cute.
Losing control of your vision just now is connected with that power you're feeling inside.
That is a possibility.
So, about this power, do you have any idea where it came from?
I can't remember if I ever mentioned it before, but when I was 14, I fell
like
into some
12
unknown
though.
abyss. It was during that time I learned nearly all of my abilities. The one who took me under her wing and taught me was named Skirk. She was always quiet and very mysterious. Nobody knew where she came from or what she had been through, and she was always very strict when teaching me combat techniques. One time, I asked her why she was willing to take me on as an apprentice. From what I could make of her answer, it was because I had awakened it, and traces of it
he's got
remained
it
on me.
inside of him.
She said that all my combat training would be useful in the future.
But what is it? What did you
It's a clown, obviously. He lives in the sewers.
She never explained that. But my guess is that it's related to a dream I saw when I had just fallen into that abyss. In my dream, I was in the deepest depths of the sea, and the boundless seabed was all around me. But in front of me appeared a whale that was so massive, I felt like I couldn't breathe.
A whale?
I'm so glad your mouth is moving, child.
Oh, that sounds familiar! When we fought against you before, you summoned a huge whale that seemed to leap at us. Is that the one?
That's just an abstract form of a whale that I create using my elemental powers. It takes that shape because the scene I dreamt of the whale has always been stuck in my mind. I'll never forget it.
So you used the whale as inspiration for one of your moves? Huh. Seems a little twisted to Paimon.
It's very possible that the power inside you is connected to your incident in the abyss.
So why don't you just go ask your master? Maybe she knows the answer.
She's dead.
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there, I've never stopped searching for Master Skirk and that unknown abyss. But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing. There isn't even a trace of the place where I remember falling into the abyss.
Oh,
She's most definitely not dead.
some kind of ghost story.
She is part of him.
Yeah, I'm out of leads at this point, but there's nothing more I can do. It seems that strange encounters in this world tend to be elusive like that. Oh, seems the time really flies when I'm talking with you. I just remembered I have somewhere else I need to be, so I should get going.
What? More work for the Northland Bank?
Oh.
No, it's more of a personal
I understand why.
Lately, I've been sparring with some of Fontaine's official champion duelists whenever I'm feeling bored.
Official champion duelist? You mean
I don't know what you're talking about,
duel?
but yes.
Yep, in Fontaine, before a criminal goes to court, they're given one chance to defend their honor by requesting a duel with an official champion duelist. The champion duelists are all powerful fighters selected from among the nation's best. And the duel itself is a no-holds-barred fight.
Yep, they
with no
definitely are
specified
34
stopping
already.
point.
That didn't take long.
So engaging in such a duel is regarded as a symbol of defending
Don't worry.
your honor.
I have no
If
idea
the
what
criminal
she
manages
actually
to win
does
the duel,
based
they'll
off the
be
images
acquitted.
I'm seeing.
But if they lose, they'll have no choice but to stand trial. And the worst case scenario is that you're simply killed in the duel. Though
You
it's
were not
rumored
wrong.
that Fontaine has a death penalty. From what I can tell, no one has ever been officially sentenced to death. So really, the only people who opt to duel are those who have suffered a grave injustice.
Where I
in being
fight the narwhal?
accused, or those who greatly value their honor. Otherwise, why gamble with your life?
So, do many people actually get out of their trials by winning the duel?
Apparently, it's exceedingly rare for anyone to actually win. Fontaine probably enacted this system as a way to show that the nation respects the honor of its citizens. Besides, none of the champion duelists are to be trifled with.
Good night and sleep well.
Which is
I'll
exactly
talk to you tomorrow.
why I was itching to
I'm about
face them
to
as
close the
soon
stream
as I
here
got
after
to
this cutscene
Fontaine.
ends anyway, so.
Apparently the one I'm meeting today, Clorinde, is the strongest of the champion duelists.
Ooh.
I had been asking her for some time before she finally agreed to face me today.
Well, that's child for ya. Paimon feels like we heard
Carla.
that name somewhere before.
When we met the Hydro Archon. I'm terrible at remembering names.
Oh, before I forget, I want you to have this.
Please, take this. Is that the Hydro Delusion?
Your vision? You're seriously just giving it away?
I'm just worried that it could become uncontrollable again. I'd be pretty upset if it got in the way of my duel, so I think I'll be better off without it for now. Besides, I just need you to hold on to it for a short while. I'll come retrieve it when I have some time later.
Paimon knows what you're up to. You just want an excuse to come talk to us again, don't you?
Always.
Whatever gave you that idea? I'll be in touch later.
Oh, I'm sure you will. I think we're almost out of cutscene.
He said he's been
For a
feeling
moment.
down lately, but he seemed the same as ever to Paimon. Well, since we don't have much to do for now, we might as well walk around and see the city before Lenny's performance.
Under Paimon's enthusiastic leadership, you walk all around the court of Fontaine.
Wow!
Nope, we're still in cutscenes.
Keep that coming! The reporter who was barely around for most of the story was the murderer all along!
Hey, don't blurt it out, Paimon. It's true to spoil the mystery for everyone else.
Sorry. Paimon was just surprised, that's all. Whew. Paimon never saw that twist coming. The murder mystery novels here are amazing.
Never thought I'd see the day when Paimon would enjoy reading. Do you have any idea how long we were loitering here?
The whodunits here in Fontaine are a lot different than the light novels you see from Yai Publishing House. Both have their merits, but Paimon thinks this style of novels are more, well, novel.
Novel.
It's so exciting to reach the moment when the mystery is uncovered, especially in the one Paimon was just reading. You should buy a copy and read it too.
Yeah, I'm good. You already spoiled who the murderer is.
Oh, sorry about that. Paimon will be more careful next time.
Yeah, I doubt that.
Hey, shouldn't we be heading to the Opera House to see Lenny's performance soon?
Probably.
It's almost time for the show to start, so we should get going. Lenny said that the Opera
Oh, hey, we're finally done with cutscenes for a bit.
So let's go ride the Aqua Bus.
Story quests. Oh, I have PTSD from the last time I did that. All right, so we are done for today. We went for about 2 hours, 20 minutes. So I do appreciate everyone being here. Next time we stream, which hopefully will be tomorrow, we'll do some more stories and more questing. So we're getting there. I would also like to do either an Elden Ring stream or a Pokemon stream sometime soon. So we'll see how that goes. But until then, thank you so much for tuning in and have a